Hello everybody, it's Max McAllister here today from Traxxion Dynamics. People ask me all the time, hey, where do I find your stuff? www.traxxion.com. You're on YouTube, you're on the internet, how can you not find my company? Come on. All right, today I'm going to do a review on a little accessory product I found while building the Warhorse here, which is a 12 volt powered dual USB outlet that also has a 12 volt accessory socket. This was a simple product. I happened to find it at the O'Reilly Auto Parts, but it is also available on Amazon, and I'm going to put a link to it in the description at the end of the video. It's a product made by Custom Accessories, and I'll show you the packaging so you can kind of see it, you know, in case you want to just hit your local auto parts, they might have it. O'Reilly had this. So 12 volt dual USB, so you've got two USB ports and a normal 12 volt socket. And the way these work, it will quick charge. So 2.1 amps. So like if you have a modern, you know, a big smartphone, most of them are capable of quick charging, but they do draw a lot of power. So the combined power output of both ports is 3 amps. But as long as you've got two devices with less than 3 amps, both will get whatever they want to draw. So you could have your cell phone going at 2.1 and some small other device at a 0.5, you're good to go. If you exceed the total amperage of 3, then basically it just gets split evenly among the two ports. So they might drop down to 1.5 each. But so you can quick charge a phone, which is good if you're ever having trouble or a problem. Obviously the 12 volt port, you can plug all kinds of things in, you know, tire compressor, but you could also have, in this case, if you want a lot more USB ports, a little 12 volt socket that has a USB hub. So it's pretty versatile. I think it was $12.99 or $13.99. So, you know, not expensive. It has just one big old 12 volt red power lead and one big old black power ground. Nothing trickier than that. 2 holes for mounting. You can 3M adhesive it. But if you're like me, they say the belt and suspenders method, so your pants don't fall down. This, I 3M taped my installation and put 2 screws in it. So that, you know, these are things you tend to be rough with. You know, I plug that in, I pull that out. So, you know, I think over time, 3M adhesive might not be the ticket for something that's going to see the type of duty this might. Now, as for installation on our Warhorse here, I'm going to bring you up and let you have a look here. Check out that sweet graphic. So what I did in our bike here is I mounted it on the right side inner trunk wall. Let me see if I can get this aimed so that I can talk. And so this is an existing screw hole that holds the painted trunk panel on. In this case of this bike, we had the CB antenna installed. So we had 2 extra holes drilled there, and I just cheated. Since the CB hardware is grounded, I used the underneath of the bolt as the ground for this accessory. And then I used the second bolt hole. I enlarged it and passed the bolt through the plastic housing so that it's kind of bolted to it. There is plenty of air gap between the painted part and the inner tank shell. So if you wanted to screw this through the wall, you just need a short Honda screw, and you would remove the painted shelter just to be safe so you can see what you've done. In the case of the CB antenna, it's more complicated. Most people don't have a CB on the bike. So I've got a video on how to remove the panel on a 2021. I believe I've done that. Hopefully I've done that. But unlike the older bike, the painted side panel and this trunk speaker grill are 2 separate pieces. So the paint comes off first, and that's all you might need to do. Now, I chose a wall here so that it wasn't in the way. I felt like back here, you know, you want to load and unload more. I also oriented it upside down so that in case you happen to open the lid and it's raining out for some reason, you wouldn't pour water down into the electronics there. And then as far as routing the wiring, I just ran the wire up along, put a little gaffer's tape, hit it down behind the Honda trunk organizer, and then there is a place in the bodywork, where if you had a factory Honda USB cord on either side, there's a nice big flat place to bore a hole through and put a grommet and then route the wire through. Obviously from there you can just run right to the accessory terminal if you don't have any other accessory terminals, or you might connect it to a power distribution module such as one from AmpLink or Neutrino or electrical connection. So that's kind of the simplicity of that. But you do need to make sure, like I said, that you got a fuse that will support that 3 amps and so that works. So there's a neat way to get some additional versatile power into the trunk of your 2018 Plus Honda Goldwing. Don't forget here, soon I'm going to show you some links to our buddy Captain Chuck Marble here as he heads on his world record attempt riding his motorcycle. 110,000 miles in 4 months, 10 true X crossings of the United States. And so keep an eye out for all that. My name's Max. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm very close to 10,000 subscribers, and I will see you soon.